I think all of us are of the same age, right?
Same age. So
Same
I'm
age.
50.
I think
I'm 50.
Oh,
No,
you?
I'm just like.
You?
a very good morning,
Good
Aruna.
morning.
So
Morning.
today I think this is our fourth program, and we have discussed about the masks, and we have discussed about how to pack our things with a minimal effort, so that, and how to avoid contact with some sort of cover to our personal belongings when we go out, so that we don't touch our cards, we don't touch our money, and even the cell phone cover, you can use a zip cover to see that the phone need not be touched continuously. Now coming to the like other modalities, the most important part which we are not supposed to touch is our face, which is nose and mouth, and of course our hands. So how to protect our hands? So most common things available, people are apprehensive that only hand sanitizers will help and all these things, to the extent that lot of duplicate sanitizers are coming and we don't even know whether they are good quality or not. So still, for normal population, all types of soaps are very good, and sometimes even skin sensitive soaps, all these things are very good. So only thing is, try to clean all parts of your hand at least for a minimum of 20 seconds. So majority of the sounds which you don't clean properly are underneath the thumbs and the tips of the fingers, which we don't clean properly. And the thing is, even when you're using sanitizers, we have a tendency to use very less, thinking that the sanitizer will get over. So we are not cleaning the hands completely. That is one thing. Second thing is, whenever using a soap, if possible, apart from the hands, hands are clean, also try to clean till your elbows, so that you can keep yourself very clean, and don't be in a hurry to clean your hands. At least for a minimum duration of 20 seconds, keep the soap on hands and see that all parts of your hands are very much covered with soap and lather, so that you can clean it very properly. And the second thing is, there are a lot of sanitizers available in the market. So see what is the quality and the quantity of alcohol. Minimum advice is more than 60% of alcohol. These are all hospital. They are available with us. So when you come to the hospital, we often ask you to clean your hands and come. If you see clearly, the isopropyl alcohol and propanol, these are all high concentration of antivirucidal, antibacterial, antifungicidal. And so all these, see, the hand sanitizers are important, because when you go out, you cannot use the soap. So inadvertently, you may be touching something, you have to clean it. So there are other ways of taking care. See, some things like you can use your earbuds, and you can also use the toothpicks which are available. So all these can be used to touch your lift, or whenever you travel from area to area where you are forced to touch, use these substances which are easily available, which are very cost effective. Whatever, see, sometimes simple earbud which are available at your home, that also you can use it and you can throw it away. So the main area is, see that you don't take your hands frequently and touch your face, and always carry tissue papers with you, so that whenever you want to clean your face, you can cut it into small pieces, and so that you just clean whichever part and throw it away. So why all this is important is, as much as possible, see that you don't come your hand to face contact should be avoided. So, and now the clear cut guidelines have come that even when you're going out, even whether you're whatever zone you are, you need to wear a mask. So the mask is not only to protect others, but also protect yourself, so that if at all you're having mild infection, you're not going to contaminate the other people around you. So maintaining a proper distance, all these are from my part. So like I think I've covered the how to avoid your face contact, how to avoid your hands frequently going onto the face. Whenever you want to do something, use a small tissue paper to clean it and go. And whenever using lifts, there are various modalities which have come, like your toothpicks, your earbuds, and even your simple pen. That pen which doesn't have a refill can be used and kept in. The cap will have a small cotton bud which is soaked with sanitizer, so you can keep it inside. So because these are the metal structures where many people will be using, so that as much as possible, this contact can be avoided. So that is from my side for today. Yes, Aruna. Yes,
I want to add a very interesting
yes,
fact
yes.
regarding whatever you're saying. So I recently read that unconsciously every human being touches their face at least 70 times
Yes,
per
you're very
minute.
correct. Yes,
So, we just keep touching here, there. So consciously you have to program your brain now to not to touch your face, I believe.
yes. I agree with you. I agree with you. So see, the more people tell you, see, even when we are talking, our hands goes and tries to touch, and some sort of, actually it's also a reaction. When our opposite person touches something, our hand also goes and has the same place. It's like an unknown reflex. So now this virus it's a invisible enemy. We don't know how it's going to affect us. We need to, at any cost, we need to protect our respiratory system. So one thing is wearing a mask and trying to protect our hand, because we touch everywhere. And even all contamination, see, at any cost should be avoided. So I think these are from my side. And I think next, I think Aruna or
Yes.
Aruna and Nadeem, you want to say something?
Yeah, I will just finish in 5 minutes.
Yes, I think
Uh,
Aruna, meanwhile, Aruna will be
Yeah.
ready with
yeah.
something.
See,
Uh,
what I feel, I am seeing a lot of people, my friends, they are working from home. They never work from home up to now, like dietitians, doctors, and all the people, the teachers, auditors, everybody is trying to work from home, and which they are not used to. So in this process, what is happening is a lot of people, they're keeping their laptops on the tea table. Some people are keeping on the dining table. Some people keeping on a makeup table. So they don't have a proper setup which they used to have in the offices. So in this process,
Oh,
they're keeping
right.
mouse somewhere. They're keeping this thing somewhere. They're trying to bend and work long hours. So in this process, what is happening is they're developing back pain, neck pain, and they're developing so many issues because of not having. So my advice to them is to give a break after half an hour. Get up, go around, walk, because you're not used to sit for long hours like the dietitian. I mean, the software people who little bit they are used to sitting for long hours in front of system. We are not used to sit in front of system. So give a break of half an hour in between. Just do a little bit stretches, so that the blood circulation will happen. And when the vertebra is straight, when you are sitting straight, then only your immune power will be good. So if you are bending, you are doing some kind of a work for a long time, it's going to create a problem. So not only that, you just give a break and try to adjust one place where whatever this thing, like try to keep, because bending and trying to work long hours will develop a neck pain and back pain. So that is, most of the people, they don't observe these things. So when you are working in the system, try to keep it either dining table where you are sitting straight, or whatever convenient according to your this thing. So please keep an eye on that, number one. Number two, you need to do a little bit of exercises. Like when you do back strengthening exercises, your muscles will pull you back and your posture will be straight. So you have to do push-ups, you have to do ab crunches, all these exercises. Tomorrow I'm going to show a few exercises and ergonomics mistakes what people are doing. Okay,
So
and
we also want to give you information about various places where we can go and see some things like you have shown us like how to walk at home, what activity
yeah,
can be done. All those things, if you can put in a web address tomorrow, I think all
yes,
people or viewers who are seeing this program, they can always go and see, and they can work with what you really have your intention in mind. Because we at home, see, at least minimum 30 to 45 minutes we are doing some sort of activity. It can be in the form of simple motion exercises involving whole part of our body. See, what I call it as walk at home. So walking at home is the simple walking at the same place, having minimal space. See, for example, our drawing room with minimum space. And I have seen that when one person in the family starts, it's a contagious, everybody will want to come and join. So
yeah,
the first person is a difficult person, but once one person starts, it everybody want to come and join, and they want to enjoy way we do, because whenever we are doing this activity, we suddenly realize we are very relaxed and we don't feel that we are sedentary at house. And we keep get going with our things as like normal, and we don't even realize that we have been in the house for the past more than 15 days. So I think
I want to tell one more thing. A lot of kids, they are playing with the phones.
yes.
They are lying down. So their postures are bad. So please try to avoid these things. Even if you want to see a movie, try to sit and watch the movie instead of lying down in a wrong posture, or lying down for a long time and watching through cell phone in a wrong posture. All this you will not understand now. In the future, you are going to develop back pain. You are going to develop so many other issues. So, see, these are the simple tips what we are giving to our patients, our friends. So, just follow those things.
So
Now,
this
over
is
to
so before we go to Aruna, this is a very beautiful time. We can develop and improvise our hobbies and do whatever we want as much as possible. If you can avoid video games and waste your time, children's we all this play should be after 6 o'clock. During the daytime, they can read books, they can innovate some things, they can play at home. So as much as possible, only this audio visual play games restricts their mind is totally locked down, and they stop thinking. So all youngsters and all my viewers who have children, encourage the children, give them a game time or a video game time, so that they can play these time only during that time, so that they can do other things. Otherwise our mind is stuck. The moment morning get up, we start playing, and suddenly they are not doing anything. So, and one more thing is, even in the house with children, maintain distance. Something like going very close, just kissing our kids and bringing them very close, hugging, all those things please avoid. It's not that you don't have love and affection for your people in the house, but even in the house try to avoid, because this is the time when things can spread. We don't know, because people are going out and getting some things immediately. You bring some chocolates to your children, immediately the child will want to come and hug you. So the moment they hug you again, see, you're not very clean, and see, you're coming in very close proximity with children. So encourage your children. So now, see, you are getting lot of reports. Even school children are going to the school with a face mask on. So I think it is very, very important for us that we need to protect our family. So this all is a must. Aruna, I think back to Aruna.
That was fantastic advice by Nadeem, actually. Actually, that was actually very, very good, because, one second. See, movement has become a real problem, okay? So now, coming to what we can do with diet. So we have immunity boosters in our kitchen, okay?
Yes.
So the next thing is, what are these immunity boosters and how are we going to use them in our kitchen? That is the main thing. Just a second. So these are the immunity boosters in your
make
kitchen.
it a big screen. Big screen.
Just a second. Is it not big?
No, the moment you strike this, see, I'm showing with the marker if you can see me.
I can't see you at all, actually.
Oh, my marker, you're not able to see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Still, I think we can read as whichever you're comfortable with. No problem.
Okay. See, I want to explain in detail about what these 6 immunity boosting foods that you will find easily at home can do to your health. Okay. Now, first thing is turmeric. Turmeric is such a beautiful antibacterial and antimicrobial thing we have in the kitchen. So how can we incorporate turmeric in our diet? Luckily, in our Indian diet, we use a lot of turmeric. Other than that, how can you use? You can actually make a small kashayam with turmeric, ginger and honey and have it like instead of coffee and tea, you can have that as a drink. Or you can include all the 6 here and without the lemon, and you can make a drink and have. So turmeric is proven, and sadly, Western countries have even patented turmeric today. Okay, so turmeric is something which is very easily available in our kitchen, and we can use it in our everyday diet. But one thing, right now we may not be able to follow whatever I'm going to say. But remember that turmeric powder should always be made from like homemade, because commercial turmeric may contain methanol yellow, which is a known toxin to the body. Okay, so remember that. Right now, just forget about whatever turmeric you have, you use, but in the future, this is going to be a very useful tip. Second thing is ginger. Ginger has traditionally known to fight. It's an antiviral. It has antiviral properties, and it is traditionally known to fight against even the common cold or any kind of viruses like staphylococcus or anything else. So how do you incorporate ginger again into your diet? See, all these things, if you start taking regularly, I assure you and I promise you, you will start feeling the benefits. So ginger with a little bit of lukewarm water, and just add slices of ginger or crushed ginger or anything, boiled ginger or even dry ginger, anything you add in lukewarm water, 100% it is effective in killing or behaving like an antiviral agent. So even since the season has been changing, we are now exposed to many kind of viruses other than the corona also. So ginger is going to help you to not be susceptible to any of them. The third thing is honey. With honey also there is a problem like turmeric, because getting pure honey is a problem. But honey also contains antimicrobial activities, and using a spoon of honey in your diet every day ensures that your immunity levels does not go down. Coming to black pepper. See, black pepper is again a fantastic antimicrobial agent. So the best thing would be to prepare a concoction of black pepper, honey, ginger and turmeric. Just boil water, add all this and take it instead of your coffee or tea. Luckily for South Indians, you have a lot of black pepper. You take a lot of black pepper via rasam every day. So prepare rasam every day and you're covered with at least 3 or 4 ingredients in this. You're covered with garlic, black pepper, and you're sure that you're going to consume all these things, and turmeric. So preparing rasam every day is a sure shot way of at least incorporating 2 to 3 ingredients in this list. Next is garlic. Now, how do you take garlic? We all know that garlic is very good. Garlic is, lowers your BP, lowers cholesterol levels, and even it improves your cardiac activity. It helps in the thinning of the blood flow. Apart from that, it also helps in increasing the immunity level. So what is the best way of using garlic? See, nature has given us all these kind of things in such a way that however you use it, it actually helps in, releasing all the nutrients inside. So the best way to use garlic is crush the garlic. Crush the garlic, boil the garlic, saute the garlic, even heat helps the components from garlic to be released. So these kind of things again help in the immunity. So garlic, how can you incorporate in your diet? Mostly in all our recipes also we have a little bit of garlic in our diet. Or you can even use it with ginger garlic as a ginger garlic paste. Again, a word of advice, ginger garlic paste should always be prepared fresh, if possible every day, or a maximum you can store it for 2-3 days and keep it in your refrigerator and you prepare the ginger garlic paste. And lemon. Lemon is such a beautiful fruit we have in nature. So what does lemon do? Lemon actually contains 60 milligrams of vitamin C, one lemon. So that is actually the kind of requirement we need, the RDA requirement for vitamin C. But how do you use it? So in such a way that the entire vitamin C is got from the lemon. The problem with the lemon is, vitamin C is, it's a very unstable, water soluble vitamin. So the best thing would be to do is squeeze a dash of lemon directly into water. And whenever you keep drinking water, you get that lemon. And lemon also improves liver function. So whenever the liver is working properly, as Dr. Lakshmi Kanth would ascertain, definitely the body's immunity also will be increased. So these are the things. And what else do they do? These things also eliminate toxins from our body. And they behave like antioxidants also. So these things are definitely very, very useful throughout our life, not only during this period, but additionally, consciously, we're supposed to use this at this time. So the next thing would be, along with these foods, what kind of a diet you are supposed to take. See, it's a very simple thing. It's not rocket science. So the tips for a healthier you are definitely exercise daily. 20 to 25 minutes of cardiac activity is recommended every day. And then monitor your weight and blood sugar regularly. Blood sugar is for diabetic patients and weight is for everybody. See that you don't put on or don't lose rapid weight also generally. And then ensure you get enough nutrients in your diet. How do you ensure that? I've already given a diet chart. And along with that, if you take your immunity boosters, definitely it's going to be a very, very balanced diet. You're going to get all the macronutrients and the micronutrients in the correct proportion. There are many diets circulating, but right now what we need to do is we need to get a very balanced dose of nutrients in your diet so that immunity is not an independent thing. Unless your diet is not balanced, immunity is not going to work. So everything, all nutrients have to work in tandem so that even your immunity levels are maintained to a great extent. So that balanced diet is there. I always stress on 8 hours of sleep because sleep is the time the cells rejuvenate, they become very fresh, and you know how we all behave when we don't get enough sleep. So 8 hours of sleep is a fantastic way of increasing your immunity. The best hours of sleep would be from 10 o'clock. The best hours of sleep would be from 10 o'clock in the night to 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is when repair of tissues and cells take place in a maximum way. Exposure to sunlight. Why am I talking about sunlight now? Because most of us are at home and we do need our dose of vitamin D, and which in turn helps the absorption of calcium. And you know, there is a lot of link between all the absorption of nutrients. So you need this exposure to sunlight also. So if you have a balcony, or if you have a courtyard, or if you have a foyer area where you get sunlight, ensure that you sit in the morning and in the evenings, at least for half an hour, and get exposed to sunlight so that sunlight also increases your immunity. So you have foods that are going to that are going to increase your immunity, and these are tips to follow a balanced healthy diet. Tomorrow we are going to see some different kind of foods which are not in the kitchen but still easily available, and how they are going to improve your immunity.
So Nadem, you want to say anything?
Nothing. Thank you for Aruna for a lot of good tips. We all know, but we don't practice it. So now I think we have to practice these things.
So, today I think we have discussed overall personal and community and family safety, and why we need to be very active. Like Nadem has said, even though you're sedentary in your life, does not mean you can be inactive. You have to be active at any cost. And easily available immunity booster, which are available in our kitchen. We know very well the easily available, somehow we don't use it, or somehow we don't have our consciousness look at it. We need to look at it, and we need to see that they are in our diet at any cost. If you see what all I think Aruna has said, those are the things which are really require. And our history, our generations have developed such a nice immunity boosters in our kitchen. Unfortunately, we overlook it, or we don't bother about it. I think all of you, we want to take this immunity boosters in the kitchen very seriously and practically implement it in your life. Thank you for today. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.